And thanks to you, we're going to demystify, prison. We're going to demystify the convicted person. We're going to make it known that a convicted person is still a person, who needs to return to society, whom we can help reintegrate into society.
Welcome again to another episode of WSXM. So you don't know, my name is Stefan. So tonight video is about Ibrahim Traoré, who launched a rehabilitation program for prisoners to do community service, to get time to reduce their sentence, and also to learn a trade while they are doing the community service. So this community service will be done on farms, and this is a very brilliant move, because instead of having prisoners sitting down in prison not doing anything, they are now have the chance to learn a skill and get their time reduced. So I think for every day they work on the farm, they get 2 days deducted from their sentence. So this is a good program, because it will also alleviate the stress on the prison, also give the prisoners hope for when they return to society. They don't have to return to any illegal ways. So this was a very brilliant move by Ibrahim Traoré, but let's take a listen to how it is explained from the representative of Ibrahim Traoré on a farm, and then we'll understand. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section as well. Boom.
We can conclude the visit accompanied by the Minister of State, Minister in charge of Agriculture, and the Minister in charge of the Civil Service. We wanted to make this visit for 2 reasons. First, the primary reason is that, as you know, we are in the middle of the agricultural campaign. It is so that the Minister in charge of Agriculture, who works hard every day for food self-sufficiency in our country, can come and see what is being produced here. The second reason, as you know, and in line with the vision of our comrade, President of FASO, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, he has given us instructions to ensure that our prisons are empty. Not so that people go out into the streets, not to disturb the peace and behavior of honest and law-abiding citizens, but to send them to production centers, that we can impose sanctions through resocialization, that we can sanction while being useful to society, and give people who have made a mistake once in their lives a chance to make amends. Paporo is an example, a tangible example of this implementation of community service through the prison administration. As you can see, you've seen everywhere in the fields here, the inmates who are working. They are truly joyful to be working, to be contributing to the development of their country. Instead of getting up every morning, sitting around, lying on their stomachs in prisons, in detention centers until sunset, and having to scramble to feed them. That doesn't promote good health. On the contrary, it makes you want to think about other things, to dwell on many things that don't benefit our society. So, in line with the President's vision and with the support of the Ministry of Agriculture, the entire government, and the prison administration, this policy has been implemented, in any case, through the Paporo Agricultural Center, which is, in fact, its purpose. And since the 1980s, the center has never been highlighted as it is today. We now have over 130 hectares under cultivation, with various crops such as rice, sorghum, maize, soybeans, and many others, including cowpeas and more. We are expecting around 250 tons of production for the season, just for the wet season. So that means right after the wet season. And as the Minister of Agriculture, the State Minister, the Minister of Agriculture mentioned earlier, we will start again with the dry season, of course, using irrigation, because we are fortunate to have a river right next to us with plenty of water to produce. We need a strategic plan which has already been established for the development of the Paporo Agricultural Center for its effective implementation, so that in the coming years, our goal is to reach 300 hectares by 2026. That's what we can say in brief. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the stakeholders involved in the implementation of this public interest work policy, starting with the staff of the Ministry of Justice and Human Rights in charge of relations with institutions. That is to say, the entire criminal justice chain, which starts with the judicial police, the gendarmerie, the police, the magistrates, the clerks, and the prison security guards who specifically implement community service. This is the time to thank them, to pay tribute to them, to encourage them, and to urge them to keep moving forward. Because what we've done is good, but it's not enough. As we say, there is always room for improvement, and we must keep moving forward. And to you, men and women of the media, we thank you for supporting us in the implementation of community service. Because you show that a person, even if convicted, can still be useful to society. Because there are many companies, many private businesses that are very reluctant to accept someone convicted for community service in their company, in their organization. Because there's this idea that, well, maybe the person will cause trouble. But here, this is a concrete example of the implementation of community service. And thanks to you, we're going to demystify, prison. We're going to demystify the convicted person. We're going to make it known that a convicted person is still a person, who needs to return to society, whom we can help reintegrate into society through community service. Thank you very much for your time and attention.